Recording in progress.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the technical meeting. I'm really glad to see all of you here, even if it's virtually, as we prepare for the competition. My name is Nabila Intan Gemala, and I'll be your moderator throughout this session. I kindly ask for your attention and participation so that we can go through today's agenda smoothly and on time. Please stay with us until the end, as all the information shared will be very important for your upcoming competition stage. Without further ado, let's begin with the first session and explanation of the pre-final, which will be delivered by our coordinator of competition team, Isna. This is yours.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Isna, and I serve as the Competition Division Coordinator for the International Unram Accounting Competition 2026. Today, I will guide you through the pre-final stage, the final round, and the awarding night. First, pre-final stage. The pre-final stage is designed for the three finalists teams that have successfully qualified for the final round of the International Unram Accounting Competition 2026. During this stage, each team is required to complete a case study in the field of accounting information system and prepare a PowerPoint presentation based on the proposed solution. Project timeline. The case study period begins on Friday, July 10th, 2026 and ends on Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. The submission deadline is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. with the GMT +8. Case study topic. The main focus of the case study is accounting information system. And then a PowerPoint presentation. Our project files must be submitted to the official UAC 2026 email address at uac@gmail.com. Please ask the following file naming format: UAC 2006, team name, university. The case study must be completed from its team's respective hometown or current location. Pre-final regulation. Please pay close attention to the following regulation. First, a team that qualifies for the final round is required to participate in the final stage and submit the scientific paper or KTI and accounting information system prototype. Second, teams must begin working on the case study after the committee officially distributes the case material. Third, the submission deadline is Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. with the GMT +8. Scientific paper format. The scientific paper or KTI must include the following section: originality statement, table of contents, list of contents, list of figures, chapter 1, introduction, chapter 1, problem statement, objective and benefits, chapter 2, literature review, chapter 3, result and discussion. This chapter must include system name and general description, system flowchart, system design, system advances. Chapter 4, conclusion. Reference. Reference must follow the APA 7 edition format. Appendices. Writing format. Please follow these formatting requirements. Font Times New Roman. Font size 12-point font. Line spacing 1.5. Paper size A4. Text alignment justified. Margins top 4 centimeters. Left 4 centimeters. Bottom 3 centimeters. Right 3 centimeters. Submission requirements. The scientific paper or KTI must have a plagiarism similarity score of less than 20%. Each team must submit 3 files. 1. A PDF version of the scientific paper or KTI. 2. A PowerPoint presentation. 3. A Microsoft Excel prototype. Important notes. Please keep the following points in mind. 1. The scientific paper must be written entirely in English. 2. The scientific paper must include the flowchart of the proposed accounting information system. 3. The scientific paper must be original, represent the team's own creative work, and must not have been submitted to any previous national competition or published elsewhere. 4. The Microsoft Excel prototype must be submitted in a format that support VBA or macros. And then each team is allowed to submit only one scientific paper or KTI. PowerPoint format. The PowerPoint presentation must include the following section: cover, content, construction, and closing. Please follow this formatting requirement. Fonts, opens, slide title, 50-point font, subtitle or main points, 32 to 35-point font, body text, 23 to 25-point font. Please use the same font style and size consistently throughout the presentation. Use bold only to emphasize important information. Ensure sufficient contrast between the text and the background to maintain readability. Avoid using all capital letters except for short titles or label when necessary. Additional notes. Both the PowerPoint slides and the oral presentation must be delivered entirely in English. The presentation file must be submitted in PDF on PPTX format. Scientific paper assessment. The scientific paper accounts for 60% of the total score with a maximum of 100 points. The assessment criteria are as follows: idea and innovation, 60 points. Compliance with the required sector, 10 points. Compliance with the writing format, 10 points. Vocabulary and language quality, 10 points. Plagiarism similarity score, 10 points. The maximum acceptable plagiarism similarity is 20%. If the plagiarism similarity exceeds 20%, 1 point will be deducted for every additional 1% above the allowable limit. Next, final round. The final round is the last stage of the International Unram Accounting Competition 2026, focusing on accounting information system. During this stage, each finalist team will present the result of their project through a PowerPoint presentation before the panel of judges to compete the champion's title. Schedule: Friday, July 24, 2026. Time: 8:30 a.m. to 10:25 a.m. WITA GMT plus 8. Venue: Faculty of Economic and Business Building, Universitas Mataram. Presentation assessment. The presentation in the final round accounts for 40% of the total score with a maximum of 100 points. The assessment criteria as follow: presentation delivery, 40 points. Ability to answer question in English, 30 points. Teamwork, 20 points. Team effectiveness, 10 points. final round regulation. Please pay close attention to the following regulation. First, every finalist team is required to participate in all scheduled activities, including the field trip until the entire International Unram Accounting 2026 program has concluded. Second, each team will be accompanied by a liaison official throughout the event. Third, each team will be given 10 minutes to present their project, followed by 5-minute question and answer session with the final objects. Finally, all finalists are expected to maintain their physical and mental well-being so they can participate in every activities throughout the competition to the best of their ability. Next, awarding night. Last but not least, we have the awarding night. The awarding night serves as the closing ceremony of the International Unram Accounting Competition 2026 of the entire competition. In addition to announcing the winners, the evening will feature culture performance, entertainment, and a networking session, providing participants, judges, and organizers with an opportunity to connect in a warm and enjoyable atmosphere. We hope this special evening will become a memorable concession to the entire International Unram Accounting 2026 journey. Schedule. Date. Friday, July 24, 2026. Time. 6 p.m. to 9:20 p.m. with a GMT plus 8. Venue to be announced. Prizes. The winners will achieve the following prizes. First place, 3 million Indonesian rupiah. Second place, 2 million Indonesian rupiah. Third place, 1,500,000 Indonesian rupiah. That concludes my presentation on the free final stage, final round, and awarding night of the International Unram Accounting Competition 2026. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Isna, for the clear and informative explanation. Next, we will continue with a session which will be delivered by our liaison officer coordinator, Nadine. To Nadine, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Nabila. Good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nadine Almasal Sabila, or people call me Nadine, and I am the liaison officer coordinator Unram Counting Competition 2026. Today, I will be presenting the liaison officer rundown, which covers the roles and responsibilities of the LO team throughout the event. In addition, I will explain the field trip activities, including the itinerary, the responsibilities of the LO team during the trip, and the key points to ensure the activities run smoothly and provide the best experience for all participants. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our Legion officer teams. The first team consists of Nadine and Haya. The second team consists of Elga and Christine, and the third team consists of Ichel and Kaklina. Maybe that's enough to introduce. Without further ado, let's begin with the liaison officer rundown. On the first day, Thursday, July 2023, 2026, the LO team will arrange the participant pick up according to the rundown shown below. As for the city tour, it is completely optional. Whether or not you would like to join is entirely up to you. And we will adjust the schedule based on your preference. Moving on the second day, Friday, July 24, 2026. The agenda will include the final round and the awarding night. In the morning, the participant will be picked up the LO team and taken to the venue for the final round. The activities will begin at 7 a.m. and continue until 6 p.m., after which the participant will be escorted back to the hotel. Later in the evening, the LO team will be pick up the participant once again and accompany them to the awarding night venue. After the event concludes, the LO team will escort the participant back to the hotel. On the third day, Saturday, July 25, 2026, we will have a field trip to the three Gili Islands, Gili Trawangan, Gili Air, and Gili Minu. Participants will be picked up from the campus by our travel partner. Before the trip begins, travel partner, before the trip, we will divide the participants into two groups. Those who will like go snorkeling or group A, and those who prefer to join the land tour or group B. The field trip is scheduled to start at 7 a.m. and will continue until the activities are completed. Before returning to the hotel, we will also recommend several restaurants for dinner, allowing participants to enjoy a meal before heading back. Finally, on the last day, Sunday, July 26, 2026, participants will depart from their respective destination. The LO team will coordinate each participant departure according to their individual flight or ferry schedule, ensuring that everyone arrives at the airport or harbor on time. Lastly, here is the cost breakdown. For each team will reserve the following facilities: two rooms valued at ADR 1,500,000 rupiah, one team; a field trip to Gili Trawangan, Gili Air, and Gili Minu, valued at ADR 900,000 rupiah, one team; and transportation and accommodation support valued at ADR 375,000 rupiah. That concludes my presentation on the liaison officer rundown and the field trip. Thank you for the attention. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. I will be happy to answer them. Thank you.
If you have any feel free to click the raise hand button or type your question in the chat box. We will address them one by one. You are welcome to ask your question either in Bahasa Indonesia or English. untuk pertanyaannya akan kita tampung dulu, nanti akan kita jawab. Apakah ada lagi yang ingin bertanya untuk kakak-kakak dan teman-teman? Baik, serta yang ingin bertanya boleh raise hand atau ketik di kolom komentar. Kami tunggu sampai pukul 10.10. Wita. Baik, sembari menunggu pertanyaan yang lain, kami akan menjawab pertanyaan yang pertama itu ada dari Kak Saskia Wulan. Kak, izin bertanya terkait studi kasusnya itu kan ada beberapa Excel. Nah, itu yang di Excel kita isi semua, apa kita pilih salah satu, Kak? Baik, Kak, izin menjawab, untuk Excel-Excel tersebut wajib untuk dipakai semua. Jadi, untuk Excel-Excel tersebut merupakan lampiran-lampiran dari naskah studi case yang kami berikan. Sehingga berdasarkan lampiran-lampiran tersebut akan menghasilkan form massal yang sudah kami sediakan, sehingga output yang kami minta form bulan Juni dan Juli itu 2 properti. Eh, Baik, untuk pertanyaan selanjutnya dari Kak Karimah. Kak, izin bertanya, untuk PPT atau PDF yang di-share screen tadi selama Zoom ini akan dibagikan ke grup WA? Kan ya Kak, terima kasih Kak. Ya, untuk PPT-nya itu akan dibagikan nanti ke grup WA. Kemudian pertanyaan dari Kak Nur Sabrina, Kak, terkait keberangkatan kami yang dari Aceh diperkirakan sampai sana jam 12.40. Bagaimana ya, Kak? Tidak apa-apa, Kak. Untuk penjemputan pesertanya itu menyesuaikan kedatangan pesertanya. Apakah ada pertanyaan lagi dari kakak-kakak dan teman-teman? Boleh diketik di kolom komentar ya. Baik, apakah ada pertanyaan lagi kakak-kakak dan teman-teman? Apakah ada pertanyaan lagi kakak-kakak dan teman-teman? Boleh diketik di kolom komentar ya. Baik, jika udah tidak ada pertanyaan lagi, thank you for all the great question and active participation. And that's all for our technical meeting today. Thank you so much to our speakers, Isna and Nadine, as well as to all participants for joining and staying engaged throughout the session. We hope today's briefing helps you feel more prepared and confident as you move into the pre-final and final stage. See you in the next round and good luck. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.